Good afternoon, Tar Heels. Here's what's going on at Carolina right now. Arts Everywhere continues to decorate our campus with all sorts of gorgeous pieces, making the piano on Franklin Street one of their most popular. The piano features flags of all the countries UNC has study abroad partnerships with and is symbolic of the diversity here on campus. Today we have Rohan Balani, an international student who collaborated on this project, in the studio to tell us some more about it. Thank you so much for joining us, Rohan. So the piano looks absolutely beautiful. Is there any way you could share your inspiration behind it and why it was such a compelling piece to the Arts Everywhere project?
Sure. So the inspiration, it came from Rachel Purvis, who's a senior currently at UNC, who studied abroad in Australia, where I'm from. And she really found that to be a really meaningful experience for her, and it helped her understand herself. And she felt that that's a pretty common experience amongst exchange students and study abroad students. To do was really get all the students who are studying abroad at the moment together to collaborate on one project to kind of share that experience with everyone at UNC. And in doing so, I think we tried to share the diversity that's inherent in the UNC student body. I know a lot of universities in the US and around the world like to engage with international students and get them to study abroad or on exchange or a full degree. But what I've found at UNC, which is really unique, is that UNC appreciates the diversity that's here in the student body and kind of it's part of UNC life, which is very unique in my experience. And I think through the piano, we wanted to showcase that, and hopefully by painting all the flags that UNC has partnerships with, we achieve that.
No, that's a really compelling representation. And so on the piano, you all painted that there's nothing more truly artistic than to love people. Could you maybe explain the significance behind that?
So we believe that art is there to give meaning. I mean, some people really find meaning through art, others not so much, but we think inherent in the purpose of art is for people to understand better their world or themselves. And we think nothing gives more meaning than loving people. So we think that quote kind of captures what we wanted to do with the art and what we wanted to do with the piano and help people kind of better themselves, better their outlook on the world, and loving people does that just as much as art.
No, that's awesome. And so do you feel like the piano has had a positive impact, and maybe what are some of the responses you've received from people that have seen the piano on Franklin Street?
So I think it has, and a lot of people have really liked it and told me or told Rachel, told anybody who's worked on it that it's a really cool idea. But I think there's one story that really kind of captured it for me, which was when I was going on Franklin Street, which I do all the time, walking down Franklin Street, I saw a big group of people, maybe about 12, 15, and there was two people sitting on the stool at the piano. One who had clearly never played the piano before or was very new to the piano, and another person who either was an experienced piano player or a teacher, and that person was teaching the other one how to play the piano. And there was a crowd around, really, everyone was smiling, everyone was happy, talking, listening, and that kind of showed pretty much what we were trying to do with the piano, which was bring people together. Now, obviously that's a little bit of a micro version, given that most of the people were from the Chapel Hill community, but that's what UNC is about to us, which was we've been welcomed into the UNC community as exchange students, and we thought if we can do even a smaller version of that, that would be the greatest thing.
No, that sounds like an awesome project that you were able to be a part of, and I'll have to make sure to go check it out soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And the piano won't be up for much longer, so don't miss your chance to see it on Franklin Street while you still can. That's what's going on at Carolina right now. Be sure to follow us on our other social media, and if you see something you'd like us to cover, tag us.